Namaste everybody, this is Franz and here is one of my new videos. Today we're going to talk about something different, not just asanas, not breathings, now meditation. We're talking about the health of the joints and the muscles enveloping it and how you can make your joints better for a better yoga practice that you're going to do. So the health of the joints is very, very important, and for that we have to understand that the muscles play a crucial role to keep the joints actually protected from unevenness, actually, especially the pelvic floor tends to be tilted sometimes, and we're just in disarray when we start practicing yoga. Our bendings are not that good anymore. One leg is longer than the other one is shorter. We feel in the bendings tilted to one side, and we are using some muscles while others are inactive or totally inactive. So to keep the joints actually in their position, we have to strengthen the muscles around the joints, and we can do that with a few very core and simple exercises. In fact, they're so extremely simple that you should do them every day, starting in the bed. So that's the easiest way to start. So let me tell you, so the most important thing is to strengthen our pelvic joint. This is the hardest joint to bend. This is the hardest joint to exercise. People have a hard time to open the legs when they do yoga, and it can be very painful as well. I mean, people trying to do too hard yogic exercises, they make their pelvic floor a bit uneven, and then the back muscles suffer, the neck suffers, all the muscles here, they go into the spasm, and people get a pain in the back, people get a pain in the neck, cervical spondylitis, hernia in the back, and so on and so forth. Nothing is right, so everything feels out of the shape. So with this exercise, I just want to show you how to do it right there in the morning. So we can start, let's say you're sitting in the bed and you put the ball or the pillow, even better. Let's say I have deflated ball here, a volleyball, and I'm putting it here between my legs, and then I press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counts and release. And I repeat this exercise, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And again, we press the ball or pillow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. We can repeat this 10 times, let's say maybe up to 15 times maximum. That's enough for the morning, right? So we're going to strengthen all these muscles inside, and the pelvic floor will set itself back in the rightful position. So these muscles are very important because they strengthen subsequently the knees and then everything down, especially the pelvic floor. They become more balanced actually. So again, let me repeat, press it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. It's even better if you fully lie down on the back and do this exercise. You can really, relax the back muscles at the same time, or you slightly sit up in the bed and you do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. This is it. So now, then the second exercise can pertain to the knees. Now the second exercise is important, so we can fold a pillow or some kind of a mat or something, or a towel, for example. You have a towel, you can fold the towel, not too high, it's just something like this, pretty thin. And so that's for the beginning. And press one knee on top. So then you press down the knee onto the towel, let's say, or the mat, and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And you can lie down, or you can lie down like this in bed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. So this muscles has got to be strong here. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, that will protect, and release. That will protect your knee. So protection of the knee is very important. Your meniscus, your tendons will be protected. So this is a crucial. So then you can repeat, let's say you do 10 times on one side and 10 times on the other side. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. So this is very crucial. Now, so first you strengthen the inner parts of the legs and the pelvic bone here from the inside to make it even, and then you strengthen the knees. So immediately you're gonna get the heat back into the body, into your joints. So let's say after you go out of the bed, you do your toilet things, and then you hit the yoga mat, you go to a yoga class or do it at home, and then suddenly you're gonna find yourself far more flexible, doing asanas with a greater ease. Now, then the next exercise is continuation of the first one. Then you can take a little bit, you can fold maybe towel on a double, or take a small ball or whatever it is, maybe a pillow that's thicker, and press it. Again, this exercise we're going to repeat, and again you go a little higher now. This is on higher than previous, and again press it down the knee into the ball, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Yeah, that how to say, the higher, the height gives a bit more strength to the knee than the previous one, just on a couple of folds of a towel or something. Like you can do with double towels or something if you wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Suddenly you're going to feel a pleasant heat inside your knees, and you're going to feel like, aha, you can move them, you can bend them, you can sit, be ready for your prayers, and then jumpings and anything you want to do in asana. So then, so we, in the beginning, we exercise the hips internally to strengthen the core muscles inside. Now, we want to do a little bit of external. So I have this rubber band, you see it's quite used. I'm going to fold it on double, and then I'm going to go through. So, you're here, sitting in bed, right? So you want to strengthen the external muscles of the pelvic floor. So just make sure that the pelvic bone is encased nicely, protected with the strong muscles. And so you can do it in a couple of ways. Okay, the best is if you can pull the legs simultaneously together with feet and the knees apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Don't do it like this, like you know, taking the knees out, but the feet are inside. That's not good. So do it evenly, like the feet are in the same line with knees. And again, open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. So then you can also strengthen, and a little above the knees, you can hold the same thing. And again, open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or release. And if you're already kind of, you know, ready to go out of bed, you can just sit on a chair nearby and do the same thing on the chair, which is even better, actually. So here we go. And you see me probably not covering the cam. So here we hold, straighten the back and open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. I'm holding from behind so that my back is straight. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. So you can do 10 or 15 times this exercise, then you'll be fine. Now so it is important for the joints to be properly enveloped inside the muscle. The muscle should properly envelop the joints. This is because the strength, the condition of the joints will condition your yoga practice. You have to understand that. There's no shortcuts from here. So when these muscles actually, they have to be strong. A lot of people are neglecting these muscles, which core muscles inside, and they just practice yoga. And sometimes when they're not doing that good yoga, let's say, so these muscles are not exercised at all, they're not strengthened, they don't grow. In fact, sometimes we see they're not active whatsoever. So with this video, I'm trying to emphasize that you have to build the strength of these muscles. And with these simple exercises, actually it is extremely simple to build the strength of this muscle. You're going to feel good, you're going to feel warm already straight in the morning in the bed. Usually in the morning you're kind of a little bit stiffer, right? In Ayurveda it's a vata time. When you get up, the body has still a lot of air inside the joints, and with these core exercises to strengthen the joints, you'll find yourself heated up and actually far more mobile. So this is important because the muscles are considered, according to Ayurveda, a pitta thing, means like a fiery thing. And the stronger they are, the more digestive power you have, and the more digestive power you have, the more health you'll have in your body. So you don't need to lift weights or go to gym actually to strengthen your core muscles around your pelvic floor and the knees, to make your back better, knees better, and the whole posture better. You can start, as I showed you, right in the bed in the morning. So that's it. For anything, you log into the membership of my website, yogaandrini.com, and there you go into the forum, Lotus Sangam, ask the questions that pertain to this topic or to any topic on yoga, Ayurveda, health, meditation, and so on and so forth. Namaste. This is it for today. God bless you.